As the massive demon army marched towards Panchavati, the very laws of nature seems to rebel. The sick turned a sickening blood-red color. A headless, terrifying figure appeared in the sun. Jackals howled mournfully, and vultures circled overhead, anticipating a great feast. These were terrible omens, sign of impending doom for the Rakshas, but Khara, blinded by his ignorance, ignored them all. Ram, standing calmly before his hut, saw the approaching dust cloud and heard the terrifying roar of the army. He knew that he knew this was the true test. Lakshman, he said, his voice steady and calm, a great battle is upon us. Take Sita and return to safety for the cave. Do not worry for me. With this divine bow in my hand, I could destroy all the armies of the heaven and hells. This is merely a small band of night stalkers. Lakshman, his heart filled with both worry and awe, did as he was told. He escorted Sita back to the hidden cave, reassuring her of Rama's invincibility. Ram then prepared for war. He strapped on his he strapped on his impenetrable golden armor, which shone like a second sun. He tied his long hair up securely. He picked up the great celestial bow of Vishnu, and the air around him crackled with power. He stood alone, a single divine warrior waiting to face 14,000 demons. Soon the army arrived. It was a terrifying sight. A sea of monstrous, roaring faces stretched as far as the eye could see. They roared and beat their weapons, confident that their sheer number would overwhelm the lone human. Khara, from his chariot, pointed at Ram. There he is, attack! Drown him into a flood of spears and arrows. Tear him to pieces. With a deafening, earth-shaking roar, the entire army of 14,000 demons charged at once. They unleash a storm of weapons, spears, maces, axes, boulders, and poisonous arrows, all aimed at Rama. The sky grew dark with the sheer volume of their attack. Ram simply smiled. He raised his mighty bow, and then he unleashed his divine power. His arms became a blur. He knocked, drew, and released arrows so fast that it seems as if 100 rams were fighting at once. A single arrow would leave his bow, but it would multiply into 1,000 fairy darts in the air, each one finding a demon's heart. He moved like a whirlwind and dance of destruction, his feet never seeming to touch the ground. The demon army, which had charged with such confidence, was met with a wall of death. Rakshas fell by the hundreds, then by the thousand. Spears were shattered in the mid-air, axes were cut in two, and boulders were turned to dust by Ram's relentless arrows. The battlefield turned into a horrifying scene of chaos and slaughter. The commander Dushana watched in horror as his forces were being wiped out. Rally, fight on, he roared, trying to restore order. He charged at Ram with his own elite guard, but Rama met him with a volley of special arrows that shattered his chariot and killed his horse. With a final crescent dip arrow, Ram struck Dashana in the chest, killing him instantly. Next, the mighty three-headed demon Trishiras charged forward. Ram met him with three perfect aim arrows which flew straight and through, slicing off all three of his head at once. With their leaders gone, the remaining demons lost all courage. They screamed in terror and tried to flee, but there was no escape. Ram's arrows hunted them down, ensuring none were left to terrorize the forest again. In what seemed like a very short time, the battle was over. The ground was littered with bodies of 14,000 demons. The terrible roar of the army had been replaced by a strange, profound silence. From his chariot at the rear, Khara watched, his eyes wide with stunned disbelief. His entire army, his commanders, his pride, all of it had been completely destroyed by a single man. His rage was now mixed with a cold, terrifying fear. He was all that was left